Welcome to the AHR 2014 show. HTP has a lot of new products that we're going to be showcasing. I'd like to show you those new products. So we got a lot of exciting new opportunities for our customers, not only on the water heating side. We're introducing some new tankless water heaters, high efficiency, and our whole new brand new Hydra Smart Commercial lines of tankless heaters. And we also have combi boilers that we're coming out with. Very high efficiency combi boilers that are very unique in the marketplace, and some very large commercial boilers. Our Enduro Ti unit with the 15-to-1 turndown is going to be a really eye changer in the industry. There's a lot of new things we have, so let's get to it. I'd love to show you what we have. This is our new Enduro Ti boiler. It's we have 3 firing rates in this commercial boiler range. The firing rates are anywhere from 750,000 BTUs to 1 million BTUs, and then we're going to expand the line all the way up to 4 million. But this is the smaller units that we have. There's some really unique features about this unit. This unit is, as you can see, we have a hinged door here. You can get a glimpse of the heat exchanger as you look inside. The construction of this is made out of 316L Ti, a very high-grade titanium-based stabilized stainless steel. It's a triple pass where the flue gases go down the center, come back, and then go out the third pass here. Another real unique thing about this unit is it allows us, this heat exchanger allows us to go direct flow. So we can set them up in commercial buildings with variable speed pumps, either going with primary, you can go primary secondary if you want to, with a storage tank, a hydraulic separation, or you can go direct. It has such low pressure drop that you can have direct flow right through the boiler. Another unique feature with the system is we have this patented inward firing burner technology. This is first in the industry with this inward firing with the mesh burner. It gives us turndowns up to 15-to-1. Another unique feature of this is it's very clean burning. Its NOx levels are about 9 ppm. Right now we have a 15-to-1 turndown with this burner. We're planning to go even further. We've tested it. We can get up to almost 50-to-1 with this burner technology. This door hinges out very easily for servicing. Also, we have our attractive burner and our control. The control allows you to do a lot of different things. Building management, you can do a 2-to-20 input, 0-to-10 input. It's Modbus compatible. It could be premix. You could actually do a 2-pipe system or draw from the room in the combustion, the mechanical room. And you can see it's very durable. It's small. Its overall width and height will fit through a standard mechanical door. This unit here, which is our 750, is about 33 inches in diameter. But the Enduro Ti is really, we've really come up with a nice solution, a very durable solution that'll last for years in the high efficiency market, with a very robust heat exchanger, high volume that allows direct flow, low pressure drop with high turndown. And that's really what the industry is looking for. Real exciting product offering that we're coming out with, and I think our customers are going to be really excited about, because we've expanded. We've had our EFTs for a while now on the marketplace. We go all the way from 55,000 all the way to $399. What we did is we developed a combi boiler. This is our EFT Combi, same type of fire tube design that you've been used to. There's a lot of unique features in this combi boiler that are a lot different than what you see with a lot of the combi boilers that are coming from Europe and Asia. I'm going to go over those, but this is our floor mount unit. It's 140,000 BTUs. We plan to come out with 2 other models, firing all the way up to 199,000, but right now we have this 140,000 BTUs. Very compact design, provides heating and hot water. The tank, we have an indirect tank built in where we're actually circulating the boiler water through that tank, and then we have a heat exchanger inside that transfers the energy from the boiler water into the coil very efficiently and rapidly to give you large amounts of hot water. And it has a 20-gallon buffer, and it's got 2 pumps in it. We have a pump for the primary loop for the boiler for central heating delivery, and then we have a pump for the indirect loop. So that's our floor mount. So we're going to have on our combis, we're not only going to have a floor mount, but let me show you the wall mount. This is the wall mount combi, similar to what you saw with the floor mount. The wall mount again is $140,000. We're going to go all the way up to $199,000. We'll have 3 inputs. Again, we have a storage tank up here where we're circulating the water. In this model, other than the floor, instead of having 2 pumps, we have 1 pump and a 3-way diverting valve. And then we have this tank up here, smaller in size, but this is made mainly for multifamily, wall-hung, small spaces. Gives you a lot of power in a small space. Again, the fire tube design with the indirect hot water cylinder where we're circulating the boiler water through the cylinder, and then we have a stainless steel coil in there that transfers the energy. We're also, as you can see, everything is placed in the front. One of the unique features with this electronic system and the combustion system is we have optic sensing as far as monitoring the flame. A lot different than what you're used to with other appliances that we have where we have flame rods. This actually uses optics both on the floor and on the wall hung boiler. So what I'd like to do is show you the heart of the unit, the heat exchanger, and we'll take a look at that. So let's take a look at it. One of the unique features about this heat exchanger, as you can see as you look inside, is the heat exchanger is a fire. So you have your fire up here, you're firing down through these tubes. These tubes have aluminum extrusions. You can see these fins inside of here. They're actually, these fins transfer the energy into the stainless steel tube. These are laser welded. Each one of these tubes is laser welded, precision welded, both top and bottom. The top end of this is also welded. The unit, as if you pan back here, you'll see that the unit has some volume to it, so it's not susceptible to flow deviations and problems associated with flow because we've got volume there. And we're firing down. We're firing down through the module. We're trapping our condensate here, which is a highly efficient way to produce and to basically transfer the energy from the heated energy from the combustion system into the water, and also trap the condensate, which can harm heat exchangers long term. And then you have your inlet and outlet, your viewing port. They use a sensor here for a low water cutoff, which is really nice. And this is really the heart of the unit. This is the most important component in our EFT combis. So again, right now this is our $140,000. We're going to be coming out with 2 other models all the way up to $199,000. This is our new tankless high efficiency line. Some of the features of this unit is it's got a 10-to-1 turn down. It's stainless steel construction. It's got a very high EF, a 0.98 EF. Can vent in both 3-inch and 2-inch, half-inch connection or 3/4-inch connection, depending on the length of run you have. But this combustion system that they have is very, very unique. It tracks and it tracks energy and input into the block, and it allows for rapid recovery when you go from a very low flow rate from a sink to doing a shower or doing multiple uses in the home. It's a very, very robust design. The tube diameters are a lot larger than what you normally see in the marketplace today. So it gives you more volume, better flow characteristics, less pressure drop, which is a nice feature. There's some other features. The display panel is very easy to operate as far as just to set water temperature and to see what the system's doing. You can monitor flow, you can monitor your return and supply temperature as the unit's operating. It's got a seismic. There's a little red device back here, which is a seismic sensor. The seismic sensor will shut the unit down if obviously there is an earthquake or if there's large amounts of vibration, which is a nice feature in those areas that require some type of seismic bracing. So that's a very unique feature to our unit. And this unit, we have 2 sizes. We're going to have 199,000 BTU and 180,000 BTU. and the recovery on the larger one. Basically, when you're up to the 199,000, you'll go all the way down to 19,000 BTUs, and at a 77-degree rise, you can get about 5.2 gallons at a 77-degree rise. So a lot of power, small, compact, very competitively priced. I think this will be really well received in the market and provide a lot of hot water for home use, and it's built as a residential system. This is a closer look of the heat exchanger taken away from the cabinet, as you can see it. But you can see that the tube diameters are a lot larger than what you would see with other tanklesses, which will help long term as far as its ability for better flow characteristics, better heat transfer. So we have our top section here, and we downfire, and it's a rectangular burner that we fire. It's very quiet operation. The combustion system, as you can see here, there's a little stack damper, and this damper basically regulates the amount of airflow going into the combustion system to maintain a very clean burning flame as you start to increase or decrease the amount of hot water you need. And the whole thing is constructed out of a stainless steel, very durable, very well built, and very compact unit that can give you a lot of hot water and save a lot of money, because there's no standby losses with these units. Just like I was showing you with our residential tankless, the low mass tankless that we are coming out with, the 199 and the 180, this is a premier variant that we're going to be coming out with, and this is a little bit different. This is still, it's 199,000 BTUs, but the big difference with this is we call this our Hydra Smart Residential Hybrid. And the hybrid portion of it is that we've got a tank in a very low mass system. So this is the tank, your heat exchangers built in, and you have 2 gallons of reserve water inside of here. We transfer the energy very rapidly into the water through this heat exchanger, collect the condensate. It comes down here and gets trapped, and then the exhaust gases go up. But the key element to this is that you've got 2 gallons of water, and that 2 gallons of water might not sound like a big deal, but it is a big deal because it allows for zero activation. So in other words, if you have a small sink, or you need hot water right away, or you have a recirc line, this unit will basically provide that buffer that you need to get the water very quickly. Some of the unique features is we're going to have a built-in pump to this system. So customers that want to have recirc in their house where they have a long run and it takes a lot of time to get hot water, this will already have that built in. And we have this little solenoid valve, which also provides, this pump also provides stabilization of this heat exchanger. So when the unit shuts down, what we're doing is you'll have some heat stratification in this unit, and that heat will build up over time if we don't circulate the water. And in some areas where you have a lot of lime and you have very aggressive water, that can affect the heat exchanger over time. So we've come up with a very unique process through that valve. We're going to circulate the water through this, and we're going to bring that temperature down inside the module, so the temperature from the top to the bottom is the same, and we're going to lower that temperature significantly, which will help avoid long-term corrosion of this heat exchanger. The whole unit's made out of 316L stainless steel, very high-grade stainless steel, very well built. It has a 10-to-1 turn down. It's very small, compact. It's a different version than what I showed you earlier with the tankless and the low mass, but this is what I'm indicating is our hybrid, a little premier brand that just gives you more volume of hot water and can, with the features of the pumps and the other things, can apply and give you other opportunities for customers that require a little bit more hot water and want to have the recirculation system built in. And again, it's high efficiency. This will be running at about a 0.98, also 0.97 EF, and it's wall hung. So we're very excited about this. This will be released at the end of the 2014 season, going into the 2015 season. So this is called our, basically it's our Hydra Smart Hybrid. Okay, we'd like to show you our commercial tankless offering. This is really unique, where it's unique in the industry. We're going to have commercial, ASME certified, commercially built tankless heaters other than what I showed you on the residential. These are built for commercial applications. This is the smaller version, wall-hung version. This is the smallest in that range that we have. This is again the Hydra Smart brand, but it's our CT version, which is our commercial version. Carries that ASME stamp, HLW. This is 250,000 BTUs. This is the primary heat exchanger here, and then your combustion system is up here. The unique thing about this is you can put 10 of these together in a manifold system, and you can manifold your vent, so you have a single penetration in the building. It allows you to, it has a masterless control system built in, so all you do is daisy chain multiples, up to 10 of them. So you can imagine if you've got 10 of these in a system, you're up to 2,000,005 BTUs, and you fire all the way down to 30,000 BTUs. So it's got a lot of power, 8-to-1 turn down, really built for commercial. It has valves. This valve over here will shut the water flow down if you have multiples, and it only opens up, so if we have a bank of these and we're running a cascade system where we have 3 or 4, what will happen is the water flow will go through the master, go through the first heat exchanger. As the flow increases, we isolate, we shut off the flow on the other units, and then we open them up as we see more demand. That's really unique, because if you got recirc in a building, we're only going to flow through one of them and keep the other ones off. It'll also rotate based on time how these are used, so each unit will get equalized time. So instead of storing a lot of water, having big tanks, this can be fit into a very small area with this single penetration and having the ability to manifold your vent system, manifold your piping. You can put a lot of power in a very small area. You can hook them up to storage tanks. There's just a lot you can do. So again, this is our Hydra Smart commercial line. We're really excited about it. This will give us a lot of opportunities in commercial hot water heating for our tankless. This is our large commercial, Hydra Smart tankless water heater. This unit here is 1,000,000 BTUs. The line, as I showed you earlier, we have the wall hung, which is our 250, and then we have our floor mounts, which are 500, 750, and 1,000,000. Right now, we're going to have available, the 250 has been released already, and then come the second quarter, we will have the 750 and 1,000,000, and then the third quarter will be the 500,000. This is a real unique unit. As you can see, it comes in an attractive cabinet. The cabinet opens up from the front here, and I can show you on the side. There's doors, but everything's all pre-wired. All your controls are pre-wired. You have multiple exchangers, like I showed you on the 250, so you have multiple 250s in there. There's 4 in this one, because this is 1,000,000 BTUs. All we're doing here is we're putting everything in one cabinet. We're pre-manifolding all the vents, the piping, and what this does is this gives you redundancy. So by having 4 of these in here, 1,000,000 BTUs, you have a 33-to-1 turn down, which is significant. Plus the customers are always guaranteed hot water because you got backup. If something goes down, one of the heat exchangers, the other ones will take over. The way they operate is very similar to what I talked about earlier. And let's just take a quick look. We'll move over and I'll show you how the manifold and how the things are put together. Kind of looking into this device, you can see, as I was saying earlier, you got your manifold all pre-done. You got your flexible gas piping that's all manifolded for your customers. So this comes as one complete unit. As you pan over here, you can kind of see that we have connections. We got our gas connections, our incoming water, our outgoing water. We've got our vent connections. So all the manifolds, so the customers just take this unit. They have 2 connections for their domestic in and out, their gas piping. On their vents, it's all pre-done for them, so there's no manifolding like you would have to do with the 250. It's all completely done. It comes in one attractive box. It's all wired, electrically wired, and it's already pre-wired and plumbed for the customers. So the operation of this, again, is the same type of situation that you have with the 250s. They'll independently operate. They'll independently operate, allow flow through it as we start to see an increase in demand. If you have recirc, again, it's only going to flow through probably one module instead of all four of them, excuse me. It's really a really unique product that's in the marketplace that'll allow customers not only to have the redundancy, which is a huge deal in today's market, but it'll really give you the very large turn down in a very compact size, and it'll give you very, very high performance. This is the new Phoenix Multi-Fit. The reason for the brand name Multi-Fit is what we've done is we've taken our standard reliable Phoenix system. What we've done is we've shortened it. This is a 100-gallon tank capacity, 199,000 BTU input. What we've done is we've lowered the profile. So normally in our standard Phoenix you would see about 72 inches as far as overall height. We've dropped this down almost 10 inches. So you're running around 63 inches, so it gets you into very tight spaces. You now know that we have top tappings. So what we've done is the reason for the name Multi-Fit is we're trying to allow contractors to put this in even in the tighter areas. So not only do we put the tappings on the top and lower the overall height, but we also put tappings on the side. So now we have tappings both on the side and on the top. And that really is a nice feature for customers. They've come back to us and they've said, we have a lot of problems sometimes putting the unit in difficult areas, and by getting the size down, by having the ability to plumb this up off of the top of the unit, will really enhance our ability to put our products in areas that we couldn't go before by just having the side tappings. And if the customers do need to come out of the side, we've got it also. So we're really excited about this new, and we have this new attractive jacket. Our heaters, it looks, you can just by looking at the unit, it looks high end, and the value that you're getting in the stainless steel construction is really shown on the outside of this outer jacket. So the appliance looks very professional, very small, lightweight, compact, a lot of hot water, 100-gallon, with tight top tappings and side tappings. I'm sure the customers are going to really love this new feature with the Phoenix Multi-Fit. This is the brand new SuperStor Pro. Our core competence at HTP has always been our indirect fired water heaters. Everybody's known the SuperStor Ultra for years, used it. People would ask, why do you want to change it? Well, we always look to improve our products, make products more competitive, and the SuperStor Pro really addresses that issue. Very attractive look. As I've shown you with some of the Phoenix Multi-Fit, you can see that we went to a stainless steel outer jacket, looking outer jacket. It really gives it a high-end look, really shows you the value that's inside the unit. We've changed the heat exchanger. The heat exchanger is now all stainless steel. It has a spiraling heat exchanger inside that really helps as far as the mixing of the boiler water and the performance. It's got very, very low pressure drop, so we can be into standard smaller cartridge pumps with very high recovery. Surface mounted control that's all pre-wired up here with very easy connection points for your thermostat connections to and from the boiler to activate the system. We have the top tappings on this product line, the SuperStor Pro, where we have our T&P off the top, so you can position it in any area if you get into tight spots, and you can't just, if it's located in one area, you can bring it into drainage areas and various quadrants of the tank. You'll have your hot and cold tappings off of the top, and what a really unique feature that no other indirect has is we really value the performance of our products, and we try to even enhance the value. And what we did with this is we add an auxiliary port, and the auxiliary port only goes down to 1/3 of the tank, basically around here. And what we're doing is when you have a recirc line in the house, most of them get piped into the bottom, and what happens is it causes the unit to fire because there's a control. The control is watching a temperature. If the temperature drops below 5 degrees of its set point, it's going to fire. It's going to fire the boiler, and the circulator is going to circulate water to the heat exchanger. And the problem with that is that the tank is still warm, so we're not getting the efficiency out of the heat exchanger. So it causes these low mass boilers, these high performance boilers, to short cycle frequently. by utilizing this recirc port, what we're doing is we're only circulating the water through the quadrant on the top here, and then we're basically dissipating energy on the bottom. And what that does is it'll turn on, when it does turn on the heater as it sees temperature drop, it'll give the boilers a longer cycle run, a lower temperature, which improves the overall efficiency of the whole hydronic system and really makes this product unique in the marketplace. So again, the SuperStor Pro, the whole idea here was to improve and enhance the design, to really keep we are the #1 manufacturer of indirects in the U.S., and with this product line, I'm sure your customers and yourself, you'll be very impressed, not only with its look, but also its overall performance and the value we give you at a very, very competitive price. The line will incorporate various sizes. We're going to have a 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, and 115 gallon, which will be on the SuperStor Pro. This product will start coming into the marketplace about mid-year on the smaller sizes, and then the larger sizes will be released sometime in the third quarter. So we're really excited about this. This will again enhance our overall penetration in the indirect market and really give us another innovation that's really exclusive to the HTP brand.